Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, my name is Adi Faisal Arazi, and here is I am with Yasmin Latlova Wardani. So Yasmin, what do you think about the easing of the mask regulations in Indonesia?
I'm happy with this easing because we have been wearing masks everywhere for 2 years and it has become a mandatory attribute for activities outside the home. But I'm still agree with the rule of wearing masks in public places or transportation because masks can reduce fecal fumes that stick to our faces when we are outside home. How about you?
Well, remembering that the COVID-19 pandemic is de-escalating, it is very reasonable that decision that the government finally lift the put the mask on policy at bay. I think it is good that the government brings this policy to people because in recent time, less and less people getting infected to the COVID-19 disease, and we can see throughout the year that numerous people already getting vaccinated. Aside from this decision, people still can have the right to put a mask on in a certain situation because they need to, or that they just want to be cautious of the chance of getting infected. So, do you think the elderly should still wear a mask in crowds?
Yes, because the elderly are people who are susceptible to virus. Okay, in your opinion, how this policy will affect the masses?
In my opinion, there will be people who agree and disagree to this policy. People will usually cheer up for this change, but there are also people who question the government decision, saying that Indonesia is still not ready for such a leap. We won't be saying the impact until we will see it very very soon. But the question arises, why do some people still like to wear mask when they are outside?
Some people still like to go out wearing masks because it has become their habit for the past 2 years. And for them, not to wear a mask is something foreign. Of course, some of them still like wearing masks to be careful from virus. So, what do you think about this decision?
Well, like I said, this change is a good thing. However, I do not regard this change as something that is very euphoric. We should still consider to put a mask on while on the outside when it's needed. This change is only to reform the wear a mask policy to become optional. It is not a mandatory thing anymore. People is not obligated to wear a mask while wandering outside. But we will also need to consider the potential of COVID-19 infections. Wear masks when we feel need to,